Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm Adam Bragginser, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Pulmonary Clinics of Southeast Michigan, pulmonologist Dr. Anish Wadhwa. From Jackson Juneteenth, City of Jackson Mayor Daniel Mahoney, Jackson Police Chief Chris Simpson, and Anthony Parker. From the Lynn Gap Children's Foundation, founder John Drake with John Christ. Andy's visit to the Lost Railway Museum with founder Phil Willis and restoration expert Ken Soderbach. And from the Hanover Horton Historical Society, Linda Cossil and Larry Weedman. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much. And good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for tuning us in today on a beautiful Monday. Very summer-like, 80 degrees right now, early this afternoon. Very slight chance, 10% of showers after 5 p.m., but I think we're going to be just fine. 83 for our high. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 63. Tuesday, another slight chance of showers, just 20% in the afternoon. And a warm one, again, high 86. It's going to be hot all week long. Wednesday, a chance of showers, high near 82, and windy with that chance of rain. That will continue into Wednesday night. For Juneteenth, it looks like a pretty nice day. A high of 78 degrees. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, beautiful but hot all weekend long. It'll start with a pleasant 81 for Friday's high, and then warming up to 88 on Saturday. And on Sunday, we expect the first day of 90 degrees or better for 2025, high of 91 on Sunday as summer arrives officially this weekend. And there you have it. Today's weather presented by Kelly Express. Thanks, Kelly Express, for providing us the weather forecast and for the great food, snacks, drinks, quality mobile gas, car washes, and more available. And right now, Kelly Express is hiring. You can apply at your favorite local Kelly Express, or you can apply online at kellyexpresssmart.com. They've got flexible hours, great place to work, one of Jackson County's employers of choice. And the pizza special all summer long during the 100 days of summer. A slice of pizza for $1.99 or a large 2-item pizza, $13.99 at Kelly Express. A quick look outside shows us a beautiful summer day. It seems like we have lost some of the smoke and haze of the past week, but I don't know, it's still there, would you say?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Today is National Cannoli Day, National Fudge Day, and a good place to get fudge, of course, is Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory. National Tortilla Day, Fresh Veggies Day, National Vinegar Day, Take Your Cat to Work Day. Oh, Noah, you missed your opportunity. And World Sea Turtle Day, all being observed on this, the 16th of June. I had no idea this happened, but in 2010, the world's first countrywide total tobacco ban went into effect. It was the country of Bhutan, and they banned the cultivation, harvesting, production, and sale of all tobacco and tobacco products in the country. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
Yeah. Oddly enough, it's still legal to smoke in that country. It's in South Asia. You can do it like in your own home, but good luck getting them. You can't buy them. They're not available anywhere. No cigarettes in Bhutan.
It's like buying Skittles in California.
That's right. No red Skittles, no red M&Ms. On this day in 1960, Alfred Hitchcock's horror thriller Psycho premiered just in time for summer. The horror movie starring Anthony Perkins and Vera Miles, one of the most classic movies of the horror genre. An interesting fun fact about the shower murder scene in Psycho. Brandon, I think you'll know the answer. Now, the movie's in black and white.
Yep.
So that's going to maybe complicate the answer. What did they use for the blood in the shower scene of Psycho?
Chocolate syrup.
That's right. Hershey's syrup. That was it.
Was it Hershey's?
It was
was
Hershey's.
Hershey's?
It was
Oh,
Hershey's,
okay.
yeah.
Specifically Hershey's.
Hershey's syrup, yes. On this day in 1884, the world's first roller coaster opened. It was called the Switchback Railway, and it was in Coney Island, New York. Resort island off New York. And the way it worked was they had two hills, and you would climb, you would go upstairs to the top, and you would get on the railroad, and you would go down one side, and then gravity would bring it down, but then there would be enough momentum, it would go up to the top of the second hill. There it would switch to a different set of tracks and go back down. Thus the name Switchback Railway. And Coney Island, of course, Jackson loves Coney Island because we are the home of the Coney Island. And a lot of people wonder, where did we get the name Coney Island? And it turns out that the immigrants who brought the Coney Island hot dog here, they experienced the hot dog on Coney Island. So they named the Coney Island after the resort. But where did Coney Island itself get its name? And oddly enough, it came from the Dutch language. And Brandon, you know a little bit of Dutch. So Coney Island, it was originally called Koning Eiland. Koning Eiland in Dutch. Koning Eiland. And that translates to?
Coney Island?
No, it became through use of language over the years. Koning Eiland means Rabbit Island.
Oh, of course.
There were rabbits all over the island, so the Dutch named it Rabbit Island. So the Coney is actually named
After
rabbits. But there's no rabbit in the Coney Island. On this day in 1903, at precisely 9:30 in the morning, Henry Ford and a group of 7 investors met in Detroit to sign the official paperwork creating the Ford Motor Company, born on this day. In 1965, at Columbia Records Studio A in Manhattan, Bob Dylan recorded his classic Like a Rolling Stone, featuring Bob, some electric guitars, and an organ. And on this day in 1978, Grease, starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, opened 1978, based on the 1971 musical, so one of the big summer films of that year. And it was 10 years ago today, it was the Golden Escalator ride. Remember that? Yes, all on this day, the 16th of June. But now let's go on to what's happening today in the J. And we've got the Michigan Department of Corrections campus visit happening at Potter Center Dining Commons for another hour at Jackson College. Learn about opportunities from MDOC folks. We've got the Things That Go Lego competition happening all this month at the Meyer branch of the Jackson District Library, and you're invited to join the competition. Make something with your Legos with the theme Things That Go, and you will be competing for prizes. They're going to have first, second, and third, and your job will be to come and vote and observe the Things That Go Lego style at the library. And yoga at the Eastern branch of the library tonight from 3 till 4. All are welcome. It's free. Bring a yoga mat. If you have one, they'll have a few. And that is being done on the first and third Wednesdays, or first and third Mondays at Eastern Branch. A couple of things heads up. Tomorrow, we've got the next Jackson College Summer Concert Series, the Jackson College Community Concert Band. That will be performed in the Harold Sheffer Music Hall at Potter Center. They've had a great season of outdoor concerts. I think they've just had to move one indoors, but they've all been on the patio and they've all been great. And your chance to hear the awesome Jackson Community Concert Band is tomorrow, 7 o'clock, free at Potter Center. And tomorrow, the Grand River Farmers Market at Henry Ford Jackson Hospital that runs from 3 till 7. That's it today in the J, presented by Experience Jackson. Over the weekend, over the busy weekend, happy Father's Day, by the way. Hope you had a nice Father's Day. But after reaching the quarterfinal 3 times, the Grass Lake softball team finally got over the hump and won it at MSU on Saturday. Grass Lake defeated Clare 5-4 to win its first ever softball state championship. It was a nail-biter because in the 7th inning, the Clare Pioneers came back, scoring 2 runs, but the defense by the Warriors held them, and the final score 5-4 at Setia Stadium at MSU. Congratulations to the Warriors. Packed. All of Grass Lake was there to witness this wonderful championship. What a great season. They really had a great season. And then, now, that's the end of the 2024-25 high school sports season. Also this past week, on Thursday, we had the ribbon cutting and grand opening of the Henry Ford Health Communication and Education Center at the brand new Jackson YMCA. Attendees joined in celebrating the opening of this new facility. There's Pete May and Michael Grisdella. There were, what are those little treats? Those little puffy, I couldn't think of them last week. Macarons.
Macarons.
And we've got Emily Moorhead and Shonatello with the giant scissors cutting the ribbon. Pete May also there. Rebecca Waldron from the board of the Y. Chelsea Page, also Monica Moser speaking. And they've got all kinds of plans for the use of this new facility. The actual big grand opening of the completed Jackson YMCA will be June 26th. JTV will be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. that day. So come on down, experience the new Y, and say hi. Also this past weekend, we had the Jackson School of the Arts donor event that was held on Thursday. It was the unveiling of the donor wall, which is behind that giant drape, and the Jackson School of the Arts Executive Director Amanda Loveland presiding, and there's John Macchia marveling at the beauty of the wall created by Classic Turning and let's see, Crimson Oak. Phil Curtis, one of the board members and drivers of the campaign Raising the Millions for the Jackson School of the Arts, in attendance. Oh, Karen Hawley, former board member, in the audience. They had lovely refreshments. It was also part of the off the clock event that the chamber held in the afternoon. On Thursday, happy birthday to Da Vinci. It was the 30th anniversary of Da Vinci. Da Vinci was the first charter school that Jackson County had, and to this day is the only K-12 charter school in Jackson County. Christy Nealis welcoming people to the event, the superintendent of the Da Vinci School District. And they had face painting, games for the kids, bouncy things, tours of the school, refreshments, and more. 1995-96, first year for Da Vinci. And Yum 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 Yum, what is it? Num Num.
Num Num Ninja.
Num Num Ninja, and Cone Ice with refreshments. Thanks to everyone who attended, and more photos online at jtv.tv. Also this past weekend, we had the Al Glick Youth Football Camp. That was Saturday at Withington Stadium at Jackson High. 6th annual, can you believe we've had 6 of these?
Wow.
Yeah, it was a beautiful morning. We wondered, Friday night it rained and rained and rained, but the field drains perfectly, so it was dry and it was just awesome morning, nice day and a great turnout. We had student athletes from the University of Michigan, about 7 or 8 of the freshman class came by. JTV's Andy Hawley trying the football drills at the urging of Randy Glick. And I think the whistle blew just before something bad happened. Thanks to the Glick family in Alro for another great event. Brian and Randy Glick, Rebecca Armstrong, and a great team from Alro helping to make sure the kids had an awesome day. We have a great lineup of guests on the show today. So grateful you're with us. We'll be starting things off with Dr. Anish Wadhwa from Pulmonary Clinic of Southern Michigan, wearing his shoes. He's known for his shoes around the hospital, and those are probably the most spectacular shoes we've seen him wear to date. We're going to preview Jackson Juneteenth, which, can you believe it, is coming up this weekend. We have Daniel Mahoney, Chris Simpson, and Anthony Parker. From the Lindgap Children's Foundation, founder John Drake and supporter John Christ will be here with an update on everything happening at Lindgap in the Philippines. We'll be taking you to the Lost Railway Museum, and Andy talks with Phil Willis and Ken Soderbeck about the latest acquisition. And a preview of Hanover Horton Historical Society event. We have Linda Kossel and Larry Weidman joining us on today's show. All this and more here on JTV. Thanks for being here. And we get started with Dr. Wadhwa right after this.